Hello everybody, Dwayne Chopper there, DRFX Forex Trade. Taking a look at the situation on the Euro US dollar pair today. Here we see a very interesting scenario taking place right now. We actually have a bull candle that now seems to be taking shape and looks as if the market is going to close with this bull candle in the next couple of hours. If that takes place, then we're likely to see a rally in favor of the euro dollar to the resistance boundary of this possible pennant setup. Now, the reason I say possible pennant setup was that we already had the formation of this resistance boundary with the two resistance points at these two areas here. But we only had one support point formed, and we needed a second one in order to complete the support point first of all, and the support boundary, and the overall pennant setup. So on Monday, based on what I had seen with this double bottom formation and the break of this downtrend line, it looked as if we would be getting that rally in order to complete this overall formation. Essentially, what this pattern of movement, is something that I projected a couple of months ago, and it was based on the patterns of candles that I had seen at this area here. Now, with the formation of consolidation, there are now a couple of signs that the market gives us to indicate that we're actually going to be forming this consolidation over the course of subsequent weeks. One of the main signals that you would see the market present to us is two consecutive waves of bullish and bearish candles. In this example, basically what you will have is a bearish wave or followed by a bullish wave, or the other way around. It doesn't really matter. The more important thing is that the waves are similar in size, and they sometimes come at the end of a previous trend. So based on what I'd seen, so based on this pattern that tends to lead to these formations, and as you'd see here, this led to subsequent waves that eventually led to the formation of this pennant. So based on what I had seen in June this year, with this bearish wave followed by this strong bullish wave, a pennant setup was exactly what I had projected to take place. So what was needed was a bearish wave followed by a bullish wave to complete this overall setup. So this is exactly what is now finally taking place on this pair. So with a rally that takes us to the resistance boundary, we would complete that projected consolidation setup. So how do we take advantage of these patterns? Now, assuming that we have a pennant setup like this, where the distance between support and resistance is fairly large, and if the signals and setups are in sync with your methodology, you can trade between resistance and support until a breakout finally takes place. This was what I had done last year on the Aussie Kiwi dollar. This was a pennant setup of somewhat similar size or somewhat a little bit smaller. And when a signal had appeared at the resistance boundary and below this uptrend line to indicate that we're going to be headed back to support, I entered accordingly based on what I'd seen on the 4-hour chart, which had a pattern and a setup that was in sync with the methodology. I entered short, and after a couple of days, the market then went to the support boundary, and I was able to capture this 101 pip trading result. And this resulted in the gain that you can see here in the table, which was the 6th trade in the overall series of trade setups that have been identified by the methodology over the last 13 months. So that is what you can do with these patterns until breakouts take place. So if you So if your methodology allows you to trade now, then you could capture a significant number of pips until the boundary is hit. And you can repeat this process until the breakout actually or finally takes place. Now, in terms of the direction of that breakout, remember that we're now breaking, we have actually broken below the major support point of this large pennant setup. So the momentum is on the side of the US dollar to continue in this direction over the course of the next couple of months. Right now, we're basically just having a period in which the market is taking a break following this sharp movement, bearish, that started in May of last year. So as you will notice with all sharp breakouts that take place across the market, eventually the market takes a little bit of a breather before resuming the direction of the breakout. There is the possibility that the market could rally to the support boundary once again and then U-turn at this area here to resume the breakout bearish. Another possibility that we must always consider with respect to consolidation boundaries is the fact that we could have a false breakout setup taking place here. So we could see the market rally to the support boundary and then head back inside towards the resistance boundary here. But based on the fact that based on the strength of the breakout and the large distance and the large distance that the market has already broken below the support boundary, the bias is definitely on the downside in favor of the US dollar over the next couple of months. So I wouldn't be surprised if after the movements within this boundary take place that we actually see a break of the support boundary here. One possibility is that although we could see a rally to this area and then a movement bearish, the market could stall at this area or even a little bit higher without even hitting the resistance boundary before you turning to break below the support area. So that is one of the another dynamic element of these consolidation patterns that you would see across the market as well. So you have to be careful with these boundaries, with these setups, because they can be volatile, as you can see here with this bearish wave that took place here with a lot of reversals and a lot of spikes and a lot of wicks on the candles. But there are times when the waves within them are profitable and are stable enough and can provide you with the trading opportunity that you're looking for. So let's see what takes place over the next couple of days with this following the close of this candle, and hopefully there'll be a trading opportunity for us. So until then, take care.